Morning all. So it's Monday the 20th of August already, and it's 10:45. I have been awake since 10 when my alarm went off for my meds. I had a really rough night. I mean, I feel happy in myself, but I'm just so tired. I had a really rough night. On the bonus is I finally found a pillow that supports my back well enough that I can actually sleep on my back. I've never been able to sleep on my back because the pain became too much and it seized and I just couldn't move. Whereas I found a pillow last night that is one of the hardest memory foam pillows I've ever known. It was Duncan's and he couldn't use it because it just wasn't comfy. But I needed an extra boost last night to sleep more upright. Sometimes I need to sleep more upright for various reasons. And yeah, turned out it meant that I was able to sleep on my back with minimal pain and no seizing. So great. Unfortunately, because it's harder, it hurt my shoulders more. Can't win, can I? But you know. But yeah, so I had a pretty rough night. Not for any reason, no nightmares or anything this time. Just kept waking up feeling head hurting a little, overheating, even though we had the fan on. And it's just a pain in the bum. But, you know, oh well, I've got no major plans today, so I can just take it easy and maybe have a nap later if I need to. I had planned on working on some of the Rings of Change, but my eczema started acting up. Both hands are currently itching like mad. They're driving me mad. So I'm not sure if I can cope with having the yarn. It's only acrylic, so it's not that I'm allergic to it or anything. But I'm not sure if I can cope with the yarn rubbing through it, you know, because the tension, I run the yarn through my fingers. And that might irritate it even more, so it might be that I need to take a few days rest at least from yarn products. Because if I allow it to get too bad, which is what I did before, at one point it got so bad my hands actually got infected because there's so many open parts on my skin. I wasn't doing yarn work at that time, that's before I took up yarn work. I was just doing household cleaning, and I wasn't allowed to touch any kind of food, cleaning products, you name it. I wasn't allowed to touch anything for like a month because my hands were so raw and open and thing. And that's a really lovely thing in the mornings, but you know, eczema isn't just dry skin. It's an awful condition, and I thought I had it under control. And as I mentioned last week, the week before, my eczema on my feet was playing up, and the eczema on my scalp's been playing up, which is why my scalp's itchy. But that's the shampoo, and when I don't use that shampoo, I'm good. So I just need to get a different shampoo, because it turns out that one's not good for me. Who knew? But yeah, now the eczema on my hands is also playing up, so my eczema is going haywire at the moment. My diet hasn't been as good as it was as from last week when my tummy was so bad, because I'd had pizza and garlic bread. I know I shouldn't eat gluten, and I don't learn, do I? And I think maybe it's that I've had too many of the foods I shouldn't be eating, because there's quite a few I shouldn't eat. I think it's just got too much, and it's sending my eczema haywire, so I'm going to have to really be a good girl from now on and only eat the foods that are non-reactive in any shape or form for my body, and lay off anything that's going to irritate it. I think I'll be alright with my 5D painting and my colouring, because that's just holding a pen in place and no rubbing against anywhere. Whereas my yarn, it feeds through my fingers, scraping along the skin. Not scraping, but you know what I mean, riding along the skin. Don't know what happened there, sorry. But yeah, so I think I may have to hold off on doing yarn stuff for a little bit so I don't make it worse. Which is really annoying, because I was looking forward to getting the rings of chains finished this week, because I think it's 10 rows. Yeah, 10 rows left. It would basically be 9 rows, because I only have a couple more stitches to finish on this row that I was working on last night, and then I'm on to the next row. But now I'm not sure, because I don't want to make my eczema worse and have to spend even longer away. Whereas if I give it a break for a couple of days, I might be okay and the skin will re-heal itself. It's not broken up or anything yet. I don't know if you can. I doubt you can see. I'm not sticking my middle finger up. I'm really sorry. It just happens that those are the two fingers that are getting affected more. I don't know if you can see it, but all along there, on both hands, and on the inside of that one, it's blistering, and it's painful, and it's itchy, and it's doing my head in. So yeah, I might have to take a break, and I'm really kind of gutted. I'm not sure I've taken a proper break from yarn craft that's in a forced break since my operation, and that only lasted the time of the operation. Once that was over with, I was back on my yarn crafts. So it's really annoying. I'm not sure if I can cope without doing yarn crafts. You know, I've taken breaks before that are me choosing to take a break because I'm not feeling it. I lost my crojo and things like that. But to be forced to take a break, I don't know. Ugh. But anyway, I will get on with some 5D paint today, and I'm going to edit that one that I've already recorded. I might release it. I don't know. What my aim is to get a whole bunch of videos pre-recorded, ready to release on a regular timescale, so I'm not so rushed on trying to get some videos done. I still have at least 2 little box of crochet videos to do. I don't believe I've done June or July's, which is very bad, Sonia. Because the August one will be here soon, as it's, what did I say, the 19th? Isn't it? I can't remember now. Hold on. Turn on. 20th. Might be here today. Okay, so the August one might be here, so there might actually be 3 boxes I need to do. The first couple of boxes arrived on the 20th. The next box, the last box, arrived like a week or so after. So I'm not sure exactly when they're supposed to come. I'll just have to, somewhere in between now and the next week, I think, is the little box of crochet coming. So I better get those videos done, because I'm sure I've actually only filmed, I filmed 2, but only released 1 because the other one was really bad, I'm guessing. I definitely released 1, may have released 2, I don't know. Excuse me, sorry. I know there was one that I needed to refilm. I'll have to go back through my videos and see which ones I've done and which ones I haven't, because I can't remember. But maybe I should get both of them out this week. So it could be that this week you'll see 2 or 3 little box of crochet boxes, because I'm behind. I never thought before, but someone I saw on one of the channels is maybe I should delay and not do them the day after anyway, which is what I did with at least the first one. Because some people get it later and I might spoil it for them. I don't know. It's not something that crossed my mind, because I figured we all got them on the same day. But maybe we don't, and maybe some people get them later. Oh, so confused. I'll definitely get them recorded. Whether I'll release them, it depends on timing for editing and things. This laptop is much faster. It's not a super machine. You know, there's still a limit to how fast it can edit. Good news is the router's doing really well. Hasn't gone down. fingers crossed here, hasn't gone down, hasn't crashed at all while uploading, and it is faster. That first day, sorry, just gone blind in one eye a minute. Still can't quite see, but never mind. Yeah, the first day, the video was still pretty slow to upload, considering the size, but since then they've gone up pretty fast. So yeah, I think the route has settled in and it's doing really well, which I'm really pleased with. So about time. I mean, I've only lived here 9 years, I think it is, and this is the first time we've had decent internet. And it's not that we've changed suppliers or changed our package, because we've got the same supplier, same package, because I live in a village. There is only one supplier and one package, really. It's just that the route has always been rubbish. I mean, we only get BT, but of course BT do lease their lines to Sky and TalkTalk, so we could have Sky and TalkTalk, but we've tried them. Useless. And at the end of the day, if there's a fault on the line, it's BT's job to fix it. So why have a middleman when we already have enough trouble getting them to fix it? And there is other packages, but they're even slower packages. Why would we want to go slower? We're trying to get as fast as we can. And even the fastest around here, I think it's probably still slower than the slowest Virgin Media. It's really slow. I mean, we get half of what we pay for. Because we're on copper wires. They did recently upgrade out in the main road to, is it fibre optic? But it's still copper wire from the big box out on the main road to all of the houses. So we still have slow internet. It's faster than it was, but it's still slow compared to most people. I mean, Virgin Media is what, in the hundreds now? We wouldn't know any of that. I don't even get 50 here. How? My basic speed is 30 megs. It's ridiculous. But you know, that's what you get when you live in a small village. I say a small village, there's been so many new houses built here since I was a kid, and more going up. We've just had planning permission slip through the door for another house on the main road who wants to turn one house into 3 houses, knock down one, put 3 there. There were some houses around here that were lovely. They had massive gardens and they were just stunning. And they're all being knocked down and having other houses put on. A bungalow we were going to rent when we first got here, but we were told that we could only rent it for 2 years because it's already had planning permission and it was going to be knocked down for more houses. That has gone, and there is now, I think it's 5 houses on the area where there was 1 bungalow. Next door to my in-laws, that was 1 house, it's now 3 houses. The other side was 1 house, it's now 2 houses. And it's just like that all down the main road. There's so many more houses. And yes, I know we have a housing shortage in this country, and we do need more housing, without a doubt. But this was a tiny little country village, and now it's just everywhere you turn there's houses and houses and no greenery. Tiny little gardens that do nothing. And instead of worrying about building more tiny little houses which are not really suitable for families, how about fix up all the empty derelict houses and rent them out to families? And stop allowing people to have holiday homes that live empty, 90% of the year. Give them to people who need them. I'm sorry, I know that sounds awful. Those who can afford holiday homes, good for you. But we're on a housing crisis. You don't need that home. Give it to someone who does. Not necessarily give it, you paid out. Have the council or the government buy it off you. I think it's ridiculous that there are people with giant houses and spare houses who then look down on those who are homeless because there's no houses. I mean, really? We rent, we don't own. But if I owned, I wouldn't own a house and then have a holiday home. I'd rent a holiday home off you know, well, not a home, a caravan or a hotel room. You know, things like that. Let the homes go to those who need homes. Yeah, my holiday homes would be, you know, a cabin in the woods. I'd rent that because most people don't live in cabins in the woods. So yeah, you own one of them? Great, own one. Most people aren't going to want to live in a cabin in the woods with no internet. I would. I'd love it. Oh, ideal holiday for me. Everyone thinks I'm weird, but my ideal holiday is to rent a cabin in the woods. It's got a hot tub, some close enough to a beach, and nice wooded air, and it's got a proper log burner, not these modern day things. I mean an actual open fire. I'd be sorted. Oh, and a nice Arga to cook on. I'd be home. It'd be wonderful. I find that my ideal holiday. Everyone else is like, no, go and stay in in a hotel, have everything cooked for you, and go off drinking. No, not my idea of fun. But there's a few places you can actually rent a cabin in the woods, but they don't come cheap. I've been looking, trust me. And I've seen horror movies. I've seen the horror movie Cabin in the Woods. Hasn't put me off. No. I don't think anything will put me off. Unless maybe we lived in one of those places experiencing the massive fires right now. That might put me off. I don't know if they're all still going. I'm assuming they're still burning. It's horrifying. Horrifying the horror. There's good English language skills for you. But you know what I mean. Just the thought of all those people losing their homes. And it's just so heartbreaking. Knowing that there's nothing that really can be done about it. Because it's just Mother Nature taking its course. Except those who are actually from Arston. Because those people, it's going to sound really awful, but set fire to them. See if they like losing everything. I'm sorry, but if you intentionally start a fire in a known drought fire risk area, you're an asshole. And you should be treated like an asshole. How did I even get on this subject? I have no idea. 17 minutes of pure ramble. I may cut half of this off and you'll not see any of it. Who knows? Right. I'm going to go and get on with whatever it is I'm going to get on with. I'm so lost right now. I haven't got a clue. I think I'm going to eat my food and then maybe my brain might start working. So I'm going to go and I'll check in with you all later. Take care. Bye. Hey all. So it's 12:37. I'm about to start filming on the 5D painting in chat. And I've just put my first video up on the Instagram TV thing. I don't know how it works, don't know what I'm doing, but I figured I'd put it up. I've just filmed the setup I have for setting this filming up. It's a pain in the butt, I tell you. Trying to get everything even, balanced and clear is hard work. But I'll check in with you all later and let you know how the filming went. Bye! Hi all, so I have finished filming my 5D painting chat at the moment because my battery ran out again. Because, you know, apparently it doesn't last long enough for me to do anything. I mean, I did film for quite a while, but the problem is it doesn't get much done in that time. Not that I'm terribly slow. It's just this is a big piece, so there's a lot to do. And I spent some time looking at different colours to do because I was doing all grey and I wanted to do a different colour to make it a little more interesting when I chatted. It's currently transferring onto my computer to then edit. Hopefully I'll release one of them today. I think I'm going to break them up into slightly more manageable pieces because I record for like hour, 2 hours at a time. Which is a bit much, I think. So I'll probably break them up into like half-hour slots, give or take. I don't know. We'll see. I will warn you that these ones have ramblings of any subject that popped into my mind. So often they make no sense. And I expect a lot of the stuff people don't want to hear, discuss, talk about, care, whatever. I don't know. But as I said on there, if you don't like it, just mute me. That's what the mute button's for. You know, you can just watch this and listen to your own music. You know, watch me actually putting it on. I'm going to film as much of this as I can, the 5D painting. But there will always be gaps in it from when the battery dies and I want to carry on. So, which is what I'm going to do. But it's getting there. I'm actually, I've got Ella from No Catchy Name on my laptop at the moment while I'm editing and things. So that I'm listening to her, because I'm a little behind on her vlogs. Somehow I missed a few of her vlogs. So I'm just catching up on them now. So hopefully then I'll be caught up on most people. I think there's still a couple that I can't think who it is. I need to go through my list. There's so many on my list. I just, you can keep hearing that going. That's Duncan messaging me on Skype. I mean, he didn't message for the whole time I wasn't filming anything. I start filming, he messages. I know a few of you feel that same pain. I think it was Linny in her live, she was having the same problem. I think they know, don't they? They know when we're filming, and then that's it, message. I even sent the house phone upstairs so that it wouldn't go off while I was filming, or at least it wouldn't be heard when it goes off while I'm filming. But yeah, so far today I've done 5D paintings, and I'm about to do some editing of the previous chat and this one, and see what footage I've got and what I need to edit out. The camera stopped recording at one point, you know, it hit that 20 odd minute mark, and usually it carries on a little after, but I'm guessing I went way past that because it just stops. But I think I only missed a couple of minutes, so there's only a little bit I may have to cut out. I'll have to wait and see when it's all finished uploading. But hopefully it'll be good. Reese still hasn't come to empty his room. He phoned today because somebody turned up on the door for him and he wasn't here. Because he don't live here no more. So I messaged him to find out why he wasn't here for that person. And he didn't even know they were coming. Probably to do with his accident. They got to get statements and things. Not the police, it's the insurance company. The police have already ended it all, said it wasn't his fault. You know, there's no charges or anything. It was actually the biker's fault. But as the biker's mother is claiming her precious 18-year-old kid speeding down the road couldn't possibly have been in the wrong, even though a gazillion witnesses and the police say that he was in the wrong. She's, is the word contesting? She's fighting the insurance claim. Basically, he had to have an operation on his leg. He broke his leg. He walked away lucky to only have broken his leg. And I think she wants compensation because obviously he can't work at the moment, you know. So he is losing money. But that doesn't mean you should blame my son for his stupidity. If it was my son's fault, great. I mean, he's been in a few accidents that are his fault. And he's paid for them. And you shouldn't tell your son that it's not his fault just because he's the one that came worse off. It doesn't work like that. It's not the way the world works. It's your own stupidity. You speed in a car or a bike and cause an accident. That is your fault. But yeah, so now the insurance have to do an investigation and that, and so he's got to come around and speak to him, but they hadn't told him he was coming today. So he's going to have to arrange for another time. But yeah, he's supposed to be coming and clearing his room out so that I can get in there and set up my craft room again. I was hoping to have it done so that I can film nicer videos. By September I want to have a nicer backdrop and a better lighting system and everything sorted, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get it done in time. So I've got a collab coming up which you'll see soon. And I need to show you what I've done for that particular subject, and I was hoping to have a nicer setting to show it all in, because my craft room at the moment is in such disarray I can't film in there, so it might be that I'll have to take all of the stuff out of the craft room down here and set it up somewhere neatly down here to show it all. I'll have to wait and see. But oh well, never mind. I am going to go and start this editing because that last noise was the computer telling me it's transferred all from the memory card. So I am going to get on with it, and I will catch you all later. Bye! Yeah, the editing is finally done and on its way. It's taking many hours, but it's getting there. Yeah, so I've got the editing done. I've been at it for hours. I'm very tired, and this is just the first video. The problem is lining up 2 videos so that they're perfect. When I'm starting one, then the other, put some minuscule out, and trying to move them that tiny bit to get them right is a pain in the bum. But it's mostly done. It's as done as it's gonna be. Obviously, one video is minuscule shorter than the other, so there's a tiny bit of nothing in between on one video. But you know, it works. It's done. As most of it you'll understand. So that's what it matters. It's 57 minutes long, so basically an hour long video. And that's the first one I filmed. I've just said it. I haven't even started on the one I filmed today yet. I'll worry about that tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm probably going to put this one out today. So you'll probably see this one before this goes up, depending on how long it takes. And then I'll probably edit the other one tomorrow, because I've had enough of editing for the day. But what I might do is film another one, then edit another one like I've been doing, so that I've always got a next video on the go. But I might film the little box of crochet ones in a minute, and then I can also edit them tomorrow and release them one day at a time as well. So I can at least try to catch up on the videos I'm behind. But I've got to get up and try to walk around for a minute because it's hurting. So this chair is incredibly comfy and it's designed for me to be able to be comfortable moving it. But you know, no chair's perfect, and I need to get up and move. But on the good news, Duncan just phoned me. He's on the way to the train to come home. But he was saying, just as he was about to leave work, he's had 2 requests for sea bombs. One would like the sea in hot pink if I've got it, so I've got to go and see if I've got hot pink, and the other in red. They'd like me to give him a price, which I hadn't even thought about it. I made one for Duncan, that was it. I thought that was the end of it. So now I'm going to have to work out a price. And yeah, it may be that it starts with these 2 and then others are going to want one after. And they have this thing called stand up in the mornings, where they all get together into a meeting room and they each stand up and say what's going on for the week, what's going on for the day, what's been done, what needs to be doing, and all that sort of stuff. And apparently they have a little mini rugby ball which they pass around to each person. Apparently now they're going to be passing the sea bomb around to everybody. So that's different. I'm glad my items are useful. But yeah, that's quite cool. They like it enough that they're going to use it for part of their meetings for who gets to talk. That's quite fun. So yeah, I'm going to go and see if I've got any hot pink yarn, and have a think what I'm going to charge for the sea bombs, because I haven't got a clue. And decide whether I'm going to do any more filming. If the battery's charged, I think it is looking from here, but it's hard to tell. So I might record one of the boxes now and then do a recording of the 5D painting or colouring and one of the boxes tomorrow and then edit. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I don't want to push myself too far, and I have been at it since I got up this morning. And though I am behind, I'd rather be behind and capable of doing things than pushing myself too far and actually have to rest for a few days and get even further behind. So we'll see. But yeah, the pain levels are getting quite bad right now, so I'm going to get up and move, because that usually eases some of the stiffness and pain, you know. But hopefully, I mean, this is now 4.9% exported since we started talking, so looking at the timing on here, oh, now it's 5. So yeah, it's exporting about 1% a minute, so that's not too bad. I mean, it's still slow, but it's better. It's been much slower than that before, so yeah, we'll hopefully be up today anyway. We will find out. Looks like the frames per second's lower than it should be. I don't know what's going on there, but never mind. I'm sure the video quality will be fine. Because you set the frames per second in this, and I've just looked up and noticed it's doing it different. But it could be that the webcam footage isn't quite as good as the Canon camera footage, so it has to compensate. I don't know. We'll see. I'll catch you all later anyway. Take care. Bye. Hi all. I think I'm gonna cry. You can probably hear in the background my laptop fans, which is currently trying to cool down my laptop because I did an update on OpenShot when I first installed it because it said it was an update. Bad mistake. It's maxing out my CPU. My CPU is literally 100%. It's already crashed twice. At this rate, the many hours of editing I just done is not going to be able to be exported to turn into an actual video. I want to cry because that's my editing software, and if this update's ruined it, I don't have any other software to use, which means I won't be able to edit my videos and upload them, and I don't know what to do. Oh, why do an update if you're going to ruin it? It worked perfectly fine on that last video that I did, and then I done an update, and now it's crashing out. I got it to 18% last time. It's now stuck on 12%, so I've not even got any further. I've got less. I really don't know what to do. It actually got set up 2 cameras up there, and the box is there. I got all set up to do that, but I was waiting for the noise of the fan to calm down so that I can record without that noise. And now all I'm worried about is how I'm going to export this movie, because it's in its own file format for OpenShot, so I don't think I can put it into another file, another editing system to export it. It's the only way to export is this, so I'm going to start completely and utterly again with whatever other editing software I can find, and that took me hours. So, oh, I was having such a good day. I was so organised. Oh, I'm so frustrated. And I'm just, I thought I was finally getting back on track, getting everything sorted. And yeah, my computer runs absolutely fine doing anything else, but as soon as you try to export on OpenShot, it crashes out. Which means it's definitely OpenShot that's the problem. Because even photos, which I was having problems with on my computer, is working fine on my laptop. And doing the editing, I've got proper Canon photo editing software, but that doesn't edit videos, it only edits photos because it's a camera for taking photos. It just happens to do videos. Oh, I know I've already said it several times, but I don't know what to do. And it's just sat there, maxing out my CPU, doing nothing. I'm going to have to go, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'll let you know later when I re-record. Catch you later. Bye. Hiya, it's God knows how long after my last one, I don't know. I found a video editing software that looks fantastic, but it's quite possibly way above my abilities to use. But I'm going to give it a go anyway, because if I can make it work, really great videos. And if I can't, well, I already wasted an entire day trying to edit a video that crashed on me, so wasting a few more hours is going to make no difference, is it? I haven't filmed the little box of crochet videos, which I've got set up. They're here. I set up to do it. And haven't got it done, so I don't know. But I'll check back in with you in a bit and let you know if I can actually work this software, which, if you can see in the reflection, is just restarting my computer as it installs things that it needs. I don't know. It's very complicated, this stuff looks. So I'm really not sure if I'm ever going to be able to use it. But never mind. Bye-bye. Hi all. It's technically Tuesday the 21st. It's actually 4:56 in the morning. You'll see the beginning of the next vlog in a second. But I realised late last night that I'd forgotten to end last night's vlog and upload it. So I'm just going to do that now. So I did record yesterday on Monday the 20th. I had a few issues, which you'll see. But on my positive, I did find a new editing software that I did mention on the last part that I did record yesterday. took a little learning, but it worked. So hopefully it worked. It was rendering when I went to bed, so I'll check in a minute. I'll see you all in a few minutes. No.